19 points clear. I mean, what else do I have to say? Liverpool 2, West Ham 0. We have now officially beaten every single team this season. Yeah, let me just get things started off with the lineup, which was obviously Alisson in goal, same back four as normal, with Joe Gomez and Van Dijk in the middle and at centre back. Then Henderson, Gini and Oxlade-Chamberlain, and then Salah, Mane, and then Origi and Firmino, because Mane is obviously injured and is going to be missing obviously the Shrewsbury game and then also the Southampton game. So he'll be back for the game after that, which I'm not really too sure who it's against. But regarding the lineup, obviously Fabinho did start against Shrewsbury. So I didn't really expect him to actually start against West Ham today. I felt as well he didn't really seem at his best on against Shrewsbury. So I did suspect the midfielder. Whether Naby Keita was going to start out, I wasn't too sure about that. But after seeing the lineup and that, I'm assuming for the next game, Henderson and Oxlade-Chamberlain are going to be dropped, in my opinion. But let's get into the game. So the first few minutes the first 20, 30 minutes was a little bit of a stalemate, if I'm being completely honest with you. West Ham had a great chance with Lanzini. But apart from that, there wasn't really that many chances created. There was barely any chances. West Ham stuck everybody behind the ball and tried to get a goal on the counter-attack. Obviously, Lanzini had a good chance, but apart from that, there wasn't really that much in the game. And yeah, Fabianski didn't really have... Liverpool weren't really able to actually penetrate the defence whatsoever in that first half. But then we had a few chances before the goal, though, even though, as I said, they weren't really clear-cut, I should say, because we had the one with Robertson, and when Gini Wijnaldum plays a brilliant ball on that to the left-hand side, Robertson crosses it in. Origi tries to get a tap in, doesn't go through, and then Salah tries to get a tap in, and it doesn't go through again. But yeah, as I said, it was a bit of a stalemate. But then after that, I believe a ball from Mohamed Salah or Jordan Henderson, one of the two, plays a brilliant ball into Roberto Firmino, and then Roberto Firmino does brilliantly to keep the ball down, keep the ball in play, gets it back, I believe I can't remember who plays it, but then it goes straight into Origi. Origi does a brilliant turn. I believe it was maybe from Mohamed Salah. I'm not entirely too sure. I know Mohamed Salah and Henderson were both involved in the play. And then Origi does a brilliant turn, gets past the up, defender, and then he just fouls him. Absolute cleans him. There's no shadow of a doubt that it was a penalty. And yeah. But then VAR does come in and has a look at it, and I was like, they were taking quite a while, but the reason was because there was a handball on Firmino, which obviously they said that there wasn't, but a lot of people on social media, mainly like West Ham fans and stuff, were trying to say that it was a penalty. It wasn't a penalty because it hit Firmino's hand, but even it didn't hit his hand. But even if it did, Angelo Agba's hand was on Firmino, so he was basically trying to guide it towards his hand anyway. So I don't think it would have been given, even if it did hit his hand, in my opinion. But yeah, then obviously Salah does step up because James Milner does not take penalties and isn't on the pitch to take penalties, and I don't really know who else really takes penalties in the club, or maybe Fabinho, but apart from that, Salah is our penalty taker, and as suspected, as he does with every single penalty he does take, he hits it. He just hits it. He does it kind of like similar to Jamie Vardy. He just whacks it and hope for the best. The only time I've actually seen him place a penalty was against Arsenal, and same thing again. He whacks it straight down the right hand side. Fabianski has nothing to do, and yep, Liverpool go 1-0 up, which was kind of relief, but if I was being honest, I kind of wanted that second goal. I mean, yeah, West Ham it was kind of felt like one of those games where they were going to try and do a snatch and grab, and, you know, to be honest, that's what most teams try and do now against us. But yeah, they tried, so half-time, I was kind of a bit worried that, West Ham could get a sneaky goal here and there, and, potentially put a spanner in the works. But the second half comes along, and again, I do think it was much better. West Ham did try and come out to play a bit more. They did have a few chances on the counter-attack. Snodgrass tried getting through, which caused a free kick Trent to actually foul after Van Dijk ushers him away brilliantly. A few saves from Alisson Becker, one from Lanzini, and then one further down in the game from which I'll get into afterwards. But yeah, the second goal comes from a brilliant counter-attack. I mean, West Ham get a corner, and Van Dijk, first of all, does a brilliant header to get the ball out of play. The ball ends up going in the air. I can't remember exactly if somebody else ends up clearing the ball, but it ends up going to Mohamed Salah. I can't remember who was defending it, but doesn't get the header whatsoever, Mohamed Salah. Then the ball bounces again. Another West Ham player basically misses. Yeah, and then Salah gets the ball. Kind of has a little bit, it seems, I was a bit worried, to be honest, because Firmino looks like he's going to actually take the ball off him, but then Salah gets the ball, and I thought there was going to be a bit of a miscommunication in the middle, you know, between them two. But Salah then plays a beautiful outside the foot through ball, which the camera made it look like it was under hit, but it was perfectly weighted. And then Oxlade-Chamberlain runs through, and then boom, just a easy finish into the bottom left-hand corner. And I'm not going to lie to you, I kind of had a feeling that, well, the goal scorers today, I'm not really, you know, I had a feeling. I don't know why, but I had a feeling. I said my prediction was going to be a 3-1, but I had a feeling that Oxlade-Chamberlain and Salah were going to score. I don't know why. I think I saw a video from the LFC Liverpool Twitter where showing Oxlade-Chamberlain scoring his first goal against West Ham. And then I was just like, you know what, it's his 50th appearance today for Liverpool. So it's only fitting if he does get a goal. And obviously Salah, it has been a while since he's actually scored at West Ham. I think he didn't score last season there. And in London in general, he hasn't really scored. So I just thought Salah, for him to get a goal would be quite good. But yeah, and then the chances kept on coming, to be honest. We had Origi, which was literally a similar situation to what the Oxlade-Chamberlain goal was like. Ball in behind, I believe for this time from Oxlade-Chamberlain into Origi, and then Origi, at Champions League final, tries to visit across the goal, but then Fabianski makes a very good save. Same with Roberto Firmino, with a little bit of interplay. Firmino gets a ricochet, Firmino takes the shot, and then another good save from Fabianski. But there was a few moments where my heart was kind of in my mouth. As I said before, Lanzini has a great chance in the first half, then in the second half as well, which forces a very, very good save from Alisson Becker. Then another one where I believe Declan Rice gets a header, free from a corner, from a set piece, and then Alisson from one side of the goal leaps like a bloody salmon and makes a brilliant save. But the main chance for West Ham has to be how they didn't score there. I don't know, because it wasn't West Ham's doing, it was mainly Liverpool's. It was a goal kick which wasn't initially showed on the TV. And by the way, how the hell they did not televise this Liverpool game on Sky or BT just baffles me. Yeah, I know there was the League Cup today, but BT could have easily picked up the rights for this game today. I don't know. But as I was saying, the ball gets cleared out, you know, from the goal kick. Gini Van Alden gets the ball, gets dispossessed. Declan Rice gets the ball and runs, drives through the middle, and then takes a shot, goes straight at Alisson. Alisson palms it out, but then on the rebound, Trent decides to either one of two things. Well, actually, one of three things. Try and score an own goal and fail. 2, intentionally hit it onto the post as a form of a clearance to avoid a corner. Or number 3, which is probably the most probable one, because we literally saw it against Shrewsbury, the love goal which Liverpool scored, was an intention and a clearance for a corner gone wrong. Make which one, you know, you guys let me know which one you guys think, but I think I'm gonna go with the pass onto the post, actually, you know, as a clearance, because, you know, Trent with his assists, you know, he's got those 1,000 IQ players, if you know what I mean. But apart from that, we obviously had a few chances. Roberto Firmino afterwards as well, having a good chance when he just glides through the middle. Henderson as well, making good runs to create another chance, I believe, for Mohamed Salah, where he does hit the post after the second goal. That was another chance. No, that was later on, but that was another chance that we had. We did create a few chances, but as I said, West Ham did have a few chances themselves to actually get into the game and whatnot. But I would say very dominant performance, and especially after that second goal, I felt game management was very well. We were keeping the ball. Obviously, West Ham did manage to get a few chances, but overall, our game management was very, very good. We managed to keep the ball calmly and keep a clean sheet as well in the process of that, to make us, as I said, go 19 points clear in the Premier League. This now means for all the pessimists out there, I believe 8 games we have to win to actually mathematically, if every other team wins, City wins all their other games, to officially be crowned Premier League champions. It's amazing. But before we wrap up this video, we're going to go into the player ratings. Alisson Becker, for me, bro, 10 out of 10. His distribution was good. There was a few times when Henderson decides to pass the ball to him from 2 yards out when he's on his goal line. He handles it brilliantly. Saves, his positioning is the best in the world. Don't even at me. He makes the difficult saves look so easy, and he did it again today. So for me, Alisson Becker, 10 out of 10 performance. Andy Robertson, I thought that first half, oh boy, that left-hand side he was bombing up and down that left-hand side like there was no tomorrow. It was beautiful stuff. I'm going to say an 8 out of 10 for Robertson. He obviously could have got an assist if Origi and Salah just went onto the board maybe a bit quicker, but it was a very good performance in my opinion. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I don't think his first half, I felt like he struggled a few times with Masuaku. He was very, very dangerous in a few moments in that first half. And same with that fullback as well. That I don't know his name, but he seemed pretty good as well. But yeah, for West Ham. But yeah, in the second half, I did feel like he grew into the game a bit more. He managed to get a few chances, and well, not a few chances for himself, but feed the ball in to create a chance. And I thought it was very, very good. So for me, again, another 8 out of 10 performance. And then the centre-backs, for me, were amazing. You know what? Screw it. I'm in a happy mood. 10 out of 10 performance for both of me, for Joe Gomez and Van Dijk. Van Dijk, I mean, the best situation I thought was when Snodgrass was running through and he managed just to usher him away. And I know Trent ends up giving away the free kick. But Trent there, Van Dijk there does brilliantly. They were just both so calm on the ball. There was even times when Joe Gomez was just gliding past the defence. Haller did not have a sniff today, and he was probably West Ham's worst performer on the pitch, if I'm being completely honest with you. So yeah, both of them are getting 10 out of 10 performances. I'm just in a happy mood, to be honest. And now Henderson, I thought he played very well again. I feel like he's been one of our best performers this season. He was very, very good. Again today, there was obviously Trent does end up coming off, and he does put in a good shift at right back. And to be honest, he was playing on that right side of the midfield anyway, quite a bit, so it wasn't too much of a change. And yeah, I was pretty happy with his performance. So I'm going to say a 9 out of 10 for Jordan Henderson. I thought he played very, very well. And, was making runs from deep, was defending when he had to. I thought he played very well in my opinion. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Same goes for Gini Wijnaldum. There was one time when he had a very good chance to actually score, but his touch does fail him. But again, created chances, was dribbling, was doing well and all of this. It was a good performance as well. So again, another 9 out of 10 performance. And it wasn't a 5-0 win or 4-0 win, but I think most players played well. I can't really say there was like a bad performance from any of them today, if I'm being completely honest. So yeah, then Oxlade-Chamberlain, he does get the goal. I did think in the first half he wasn't at his best. There was a few times where he misplaced passes, hit the passes a bit too hard, a bit too high. Shots weren't going at his best, and I was like, is he actually able to, I'm not sure if this is the right Oxlade-Chamberlain. But then in the second half, he started going into the game a bit more. He was doing a bit more driving. He was making the passes. He was making the runs, and obviously the run for the goal. He was getting balls from the both flanks. He was much more better in that second half. There was one brilliant chance which led to Salah hitting the post, where he literally on that left hand side drives through the defence and then plays into Gini Wijnaldum, and Gini Wijnaldum into Salah, and then Salah hits the post. And then Mohamed Salah, for me, I'm not going to lie to you, this is one of the best performances he's put in a minute. So for that, I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10. He got a goal and an assist, was always a threat. But one thing I will say about Mohamed Salah, I love the guy, but on a real, why the hell does he take free kicks? Well, I know he's one of our only left footers, But why the hell does he take free kicks? If you guys saw the free kick, you know what I'm on about. I don't know why he takes free kicks, because he never, I think he's probably only scored one, probably in his career. I'm not too sure. You guys can let me know if he scored any more, but I seriously can't remember him scoring a free kick. And then, in his career, Liverpool's not scored one. But then, rest of that was very good performance. There was, his dribbling was better, his passing was much better, his decision making was much better. It's the Salah that we like to see and the Salah that we expect to see. So I was very impressed with his performance today. So that's the reason I'm giving him a 10 out of 10. Divock Origi, I felt probably wasn't his best performance, but we already know Origi's main position is out front and not on that left hand side, but he can do a decent job. Obviously, he can't do what Mane does because Mane is out of this world. But yeah, I thought, he held up the ball quite well. Obviously, does very well to get the penalty as well. Had, invited a few fouls, invited a few challenges and whatnot. So for that, I'm going to give him again another 8 out of 10. So I was quite happy with his performance, if I'm being completely honest. And then with Naby Keita coming on, Fabinho coming on, and obviously Curtis Jones, that did, as Thanos would say, does put a smile on my face. And Naby Keita didn't really do much. I thought Fabinho did misplace a pass that led to one of the chances, which is a bit annoying if I'm being completely honest. I think that was actually I can't remember, but it did lead to one of the chances, and I was a bit annoyed about that if I'm being completely honest. But apart from that, he did well. I'm not too sure if because that Shrewsbury game does kind of make me a bit iffy, but hopefully because I do, as I said, suspect him to play against Southampton when we do. Southampton. Yeah, Southampton. Sorry, yeah. So I do suspect him to play against Southampton, and yeah. So Curtis Jones is getting a few minutes here and there. I'm pretty happy for him, and then Naby Keita back as well. Looks like Naby Keita hopefully will get a start against Southampton. But Liverpool, 70 points, guys. It is January 29th. The transfer window hasn't even closed, and Liverpool are on 70 points. I believe at this rate, Liverpool are getting 110 points. We'll see if we can get that, but wow, this team is amazing. 19 points clear, 17 points. We've beaten all 19 teams in the Premier League. Wow, I can't believe it. If you guys did like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, leave a comment down there in the comment section below. And react to some of the polls that I'm going to put either here. Are Liverpool going to go on invincible? Who was your man of the match today? And can Liverpool do the treble? Well, it will not even be a treble. It will be a 5 trophies, whatever that is for 5 trophies. Yeah, so leave all your comments below. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. It's your boy, OJ Sam here, and I hope you guys have a very nice day.